What's up, people of the internet? It is your boy Set Free from the Cross Customs coming to you today with a product review of the product Sole Protector. It's the clear stuff that goes actually on the bottom of your shoes to protect from wear, heel drag, and I guess dirt and all the rest of the stuff. So anyways, I got a sample from the people over at Sole Protector. They send you basically a half sample so you can see whether it's something that you want to buy. I did end up purchasing it. I'm going to be reviewing two products today, which is the Sole Protector that I got, and then also a product that I'm providing, which is called KickGuard. Now again, it's not going to be a biased type of review. I've been doing the sneaker thing for longer than I can remember. I've seen a lot of different products out recently that are very similar to Sole Protector, but not the same. So I'm basically going to go over the review of what I thought of Sole Protector. Now, the issue with Sole Protector that I first noticed was, number one, it's very slippery. If you can see how I'm just moving the shoe across this table, this is my workbench. I just threw something over it for right now. It's really slick. Now, for me, especially when I'm walking, that's something it's a little dangerous. If you're on carpet or tile or whatever the case may be. That's number one. Number two, it really just doesn't work. This is the pair that I put them on first. And as you can see, they're dirty. They didn't work. Reason being is they just came off. It's really not a thick protector. They're pretty thin, and they come off pretty easy. It's not something that's like, you peel this off and it's already starting to come off, and then it folds up and it gets dirty and it just doesn't stay. And again, I'm putting it on just like they said. I have a heat gun. Obviously I work with a lot of different things as far as when I work with cars, so any type of heat gun's gonna work for what the application provides. You can use a blow dryer. It doesn't work as well. This is basically what it looks like. It's a thin protectant, very, very thin. It's clear, and while it does go over your shoes, like I said, any type of dirt that gets around the edges and gets under, it just starts peeling up. Now your $25 investment is already gone. And you guys are probably cringing when I peel this up, but again, I bought multiple sets from them, and I'm just not happy with it. One, because it doesn't stay on. Number two, it's very thin, and I noticed right away with this one, anytime I stepped on a rock, there was already a hole there. So when they talk about 15, 20 wears, it's not getting 15 to 20 wears. Really, I only got like one before it started peeling off, and there were still holes in it, and I just, after that, removed them. So again, it's something that really doesn't work. It's kind of disappointing, because I would go on their Instagram and obviously leave comments saying that this stuff doesn't work. It comes up. Well, right away you get your comment deleted. They don't answer you. So I just feel like, I don't want to say it like this, but it just feels like a sham to me. This stuff, and again, like I said, I work with cars. So this stuff right here, all it is 3M clear paint protectant. Now this is stuff that you put over, the hood of your car for rock chips, the bumper if you don't want to get rock chips, kind of like a clear bra, so to speak. That's exactly what this stuff is. It's no different. I've used it before, I've worked with it before, but something like this is not an application for it. It's just not going to stay on. There's not really much adhesive to it. If you notice, I can stick my finger to it, and I'm pulling my finger away right away. It's barely even holding, It's not sticky. So anyways, with that being said, these have these Sole Protectors on it. I'm going to yank them off, because really all they do is come off anyways. As you can see, they're already kind of peeling off. They have the, they always do those little demos where they put a lighter to it. Well, of course, this stuff is actually made to protect the paint on cars. So of course, that's actually what they do in demos when they're putting it on cars. They show that you can light it on fire and whatnot, and it still protects the paint. So yes, it will do that, but again, it's not made for the bottom of your shoe. It's made for something like metal on a car, where it's a very smooth surface, and it adheres to that. So what I did was, doing a lot of research. It took me probably a good 3 months to figure out something that actually does work. It's something that I wouldn't sell to somebody if I didn't feel like it was a good product. Reason being is, if you're going to spend your hard-earned money on something, especially something that's non-essential, like something for the bottom of your shoes, I think it should work. Number one, if it's going to be $25 per pair, the type of people that are buying these are not your everyday Joe. It's somebody that has a huge collection, and maybe it's a really, really exclusive pair that they want to put them on the bottom so they don't get the heel drag, or the bottoms don't get messed up. A lot of clear soles or whatever the case may be. Anyways, so I came up with KickGuard. As you can see, it's got almost like a it's like a hazy kind of look to it as a comparison to this. It's very clear. So yes, they are different, but this one has a grit to it. You can actually hear it, to where this one, obviously it doesn't at all. This one, you can see it slides very easy. This one has got some grip to it. So again, this one's very easy to apply. It takes literally probably 30 seconds. They come in 2 sheets like this, one for the left, one for the right. They're very even on both sides. So all you're going to do, simple, put your shoe on here, draw a line around with the pen, and I'll go ahead and actually do that right now so you guys can see it. Any pen will do. I would not suggest using a Sharpie though. You don't want to get it on your shoe. So you put it all the way around. This way it's custom and it fits to your shoe. You don't have to worry about being excess on one side or the other, or being too small, whatever the case may be. So anyways, a pair of scissors, a pen, and again, a heat gun. You don't have to use a heat gun. I like using a heat gun because it takes less time than it would take to, ultimately do it with a blow dryer. So I like doing it this way. It's a lot easier. Let's see here. So anyways, while I'm cutting this out, I will say that there's some other products that I have seen that do have grip. Now again, I have not tried out those. I don't know how well those work. They are a little pricey, the other ones that I have seen. There's a couple other companies that make the same exact thing as Sole Protector. They're just using different brand, not 3M brand, paint protection. And then some other guys that I've seen actually do make some with grip. But again, have not reviewed those. I haven't tried those out yet. Just simply because when I bought Sole Protector and it didn't work, I was like, I am not going to be blowing another 25, 30 bucks on a pair of shoes. So anyways, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. But as you can see, cutting it out fits perfectly right around the shoe. When I peel this off, you're going to be able to see. Let's see if I can get it a little bit easier. Sheesh. See, and that tells you right there how well this stuff sticks. Let me see if I can get an edge to this and peel it off. Come on. For the sake of time in this video, just peel off. There we go. So as you can see, it's going to peel off. And you can already tell, like, I'm holding it here and it's not coming off my finger. So it's not like Sole Protector in the way that it's not very sticky. So basically you're putting it on here, and when you put it on, you're lining it up. You're blow drying it and or doing it with a heat gun. I like doing it with a heat gun because again, it's quicker that way. And when you with a heat gun, and I'll show you the other pair that's down here. It's basically you just turning it on and blow drying it from here. All the edges, all the center of it, and then that's basically it. I mean, it's a really simple process, and this stuff, because it has grip, you're not worrying about sliding all around. You're not worried about this stuff coming off of the edges. So again, it's not like Sole Protector where if you get an edge and it starts peeling up, the whole shoe is done. This stuff is going to last because it's a lot thicker. It's not something that's really, really thin to where if you get a rock puncture or something like heel drag on your shoe, that is just going to tear it up right away, and then there goes 25 bucks. Again, this one is not $25, this is $15 per pair. So if you start adding it up, it's definitely a lot cheaper. I wanted to do a non-biased review. This was something that you know, through the sneaker communities, I've seen Sole Protector and a couple other brands, and it just kind of frustrated me because they're really expensive and they just don't work. And I have not seen a review on them being used. I've seen them reviewed on being applied, and a lot of people from their company are doing it, but I've never seen anybody do a review while they're being put on and tested. So again, you know, this is what it looks like tested. This is exactly what the shoe looked like when it was done. These are what they look like when they're on, you know, already. This is already coming off. And this is what KickGuard looks while it's on. So you judge for yourself. Again, you know, I believe that if you're going to spend your money on something, it should definitely work. It's not something that, you know, you get one use out of it and throw it in the trash. I really think that it's a great idea. It really is, for wanting to hold on to those shoes that you don't want to get all messed up on the bottom. You know, a lot of clear soles, a lot of, you know, really, really expensive shoes that, hey, you know, I wouldn't mind spending an extra $15, $20 on something that's going to protect the bottom of your shoes if it's something you're only going to wear once, twice a year. So with that being said, you know, that's the review. You guys go ahead and make up your mind which product is better. I think it's pretty much a no-brainer. At the same time, you know, I really I applaud, you know, Sole Protector for coming up with something that's innovative. I wish it would work. I wish it would work a lot better than what it did when I got it, and it peeling off and you know, not really working that much. So again, if you want to hit up KickGuard, the email for KickGuard and their Instagram is KickGuard, and that is KickGuard@gmail or @KickGuard at Instagram. You can check out some of their other stuff they actually have, or place an order for whatever your needs might be. So that will be the review for today. I thank you guys for checking it out, and take care. God bless.